Hey guys, today I wanted to share with you a fiber pumpkin apple muffin. I've had the fiber muffins from Trader Joe's and they're really delicious. I think they're like a cran apple, maybe like a cranberry. It's like a little breakfast muffin and they're packed with fiber. They're really good because they're filling and you get that fiber. So you can have that in the morning and it's nice even if you don't want to have just like the muffin. You can crumble it on top of like yogurt or parfait and kind of blend that in and put that on top just as like an extra fiber for you. So I wanted to share these with you and I wanted to make something similar but for the fall. So we're going to add pumpkin to our muffins. So it's going to be a fiber pumpkin apple muffin. So I have the oven preheated to 350 degrees and then in this bowl I have 2 cups of wheat bran. Now I did pick up my wheat bran in the bulk section at Whole Foods. I think Bob's Red Mill carries the wheat bran if you want to buy it in the bag, or if you just find it in your bulk section at your supermarket, that's fine. So I have 2 cups of the wheat bran in here and then I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of whole wheat flour. So I'm just going to mix that in and then I'm just going to take the spoon and kind of mix these two together. I'm just going to mix them to make sure that everything is just coated and then we're going to add all of our other ingredients to this bowl. So the next thing we're going to add is 1 cup of pumpkin and this is just organic pure pumpkin. You don't want to get the pumpkin pie filling, so you'll make sure it's just pure pumpkin. And most all grocery stores have this out right now since all the fall baking is going to be starting and holidays are coming up. There's always pumpkin out. So I love pumpkin and that's exciting to see it at the market. So we have 1 cup of pumpkin and then the next thing we're going to add is 3/4 cup of unsweetened. This is just an unsweetened organic applesauce. And I like these because there's no sugar added. So we're just going to go ahead and put that in. Okay, so we added our applesauce. So now I'm just going ahead and just mixing everything together. So you want it all like moistened and pulled together. So you want to make sure that the flour and our wheat bran is mixed in with the pumpkin and the applesauce. And I'm going to mix that up before we add our other ingredients just so it's easier to kind of mix the two or mix the other ingredients. So it'll be pretty like a firm texture and that's fine because the fiber muffins are pretty dense, but they're so filling. I love these muffins. Okay, the next thing I'm going to add is 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice and then I have 1 teaspoon of stevia. So I'm just going to add that in. And then next we need just 1 teaspoon of vanilla and a dash of cinnamon. And then literally just like a sprinkle, just barely a pinch of salt. And I'm just using sea salt. And then I'm adding 1 medium apple. And this one I'm using a Gala apple. You can use any apple that you like if you want to use a green apple, red apple. It doesn't really matter, just kind of your preference if you like it sweeter or more tart. So I'm going to mix everything up together. And I cut up 1 whole apple. It was like a medium-sized apple, but I saved a little bit, like maybe a 1/4 cup, because I want to sprinkle these on top of the muffins once we pour them into our muffin tin. So that's optional. You don't have to, but I wanted to save them just to have kind of like apples sprinkled on top. Okay, so I have all of the muffin mix completely mixed together. So we have all our apples, the seasoning, everything is blended up. The next thing we're going to do is take our muffin tin. I'm just spraying it with a little bit of the coconut oil spray. You don't have to use this. You can use the little muffin papers if you like instead of using the coconut oil spray, but I'm just going to go ahead and spray these so they don't stick to the pan. And now we're just going to start filling our muffin pan. And what you're going to do is kind of pack these down because the muffins at Trader Joe's are pretty dense. So we're just going to pack those in. So take your spoon, just the bottom of the spoon, and we're just going to press it so it's packed. So the muffins at Trader Joe's, if you've ever had those or if you see them, they're like little hockey pucks. They're literally just like really dense, but they're so good. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. I filled the muffin tins, we got 12 of them. I put the little apples on top and kind of took the back of the spoon and just pressed them down. So now I'm going to go ahead and place them into the oven for about 20-25 minutes. I'm going to keep an eye on them. I'll insert a toothpick just to make sure they're completely cooked into the center, and then I will show you them as soon as they're out of the oven. Okay, our pumpkin apple fiber muffins are out of the oven. I got 15 muffins and I baked them for 20 minutes. So 350 degrees, 20 minutes. And I wanted to let you guys know too that keep in mind these are not a sweet muffin. They are, they're kind of like a breakfast muffin, like the texture of like an oatmeal if you were having like a plain oatmeal. If you want these sweeter, I would advise adding like a 1/4 cup of honey and maybe a little bit more stevia if you want these muffins to be like sweet, because the only sweetness that you're getting from these is the apples and the spices that we added. So the pumpkin spice, the cinnamon, and I added 1 teaspoon of stevia. So if you want them sweeter, go ahead and add honey or some more stevia, or both if you want a sweeter muffin. But these are really, really good, and you can eat them whole as a muffin, or you can add them to your Greek yogurts or your regular yogurts, do like a parfait for breakfast. But they're really filling because they're packed with fiber, and they're gonna keep you full. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!